much? 20 pounds, please.
There you go. Welcome back to the channel. We are now at Castle Combe. We left Bath on Wednesday and came straight here for just after lunchtime on Wednesday, where we were sort of Wednesday evening, we were one of about 10 vans and race transporters and so on parked up, and now the paddock is absolutely packed. We'll show you it later. And so we're here until Sunday night, and this is a round of the North Gloucester Championship, or the Grand National as this one's known, where they compete for the King of Combe. So yeah, well worth attending. If you can't make it this year, try and get here next year, especially if the weather's like this. Okay.
Always a worry that something's going to fall out.
Hey?
Always a worry that something's going to drop out.
Oh, what, a spider or something?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of a cobweb going on there. What?
How are you feeling today?
Yeah, not too bad.
Leg all right?
Yeah, thank you.
Good.
Is that very nice?
Feels alright, it's a bit tight on the bottom of my stump.
What is pushing up?
It's pulling like that, if you can imagine. So if that's the front, if that is that bit, then at the moment my liner is pulling my skin. So I'd have to do something about that. But other than that, I think I could get into a position. Whether I could get my knee down or not. Yeah, that's not as bad as I thought it'd be actually. Yeah, so we're now in a queue for scrutineering, which is where they check the bikes and the riders' gear, so leathers, helmet, boots, for safety. So the bikes are all checked, they've got to be prepared to a certain standard to go out onto the racetrack tomorrow, as has their gear. And if it's not right, they don't get through scrutineering, they've got to go back and change it or get new gear somehow. So that's what these two people ahead of us are doing. So it's a little bit one of those nervous times when you sort of like think, God, I hope I remembered everything, I hope it's okay. So that's Gary's passed. So he has a slight sense of relief now. So now he can go and put his bike away, do any preparation he needs to do to get on the track tomorrow, and then enjoy a burger. Yeah, we saw you out there earlier today, and I noticed you weren't using an arm. I just wondered how that worked.
So, because of some of the injuries I have, I've ripped all the nerves out from my shoulder.
Yeah.
And I've ripped like all the nerves down my left-hand side. So when I put an arm on, I'm restricted. So I'll use it on the roads, but I wouldn't use it when I'm racing, because as soon as I clip the arm in, I can't lean forwards, I can't lift up, I can't move around.
What, because it pulls everything and hurts, is it?
No, it just pushes all the bars around. So
Oh, right, okay.
Once I'm locked in, I'm locked. And then I can't do anything. And because I'm through elbow, it has to have the elbow part in.
Right.
Because I can't control it, it has to lock. Because I can't leave it to just...
I can't imagine. I just can't. I can't imagine how you're doing it. I can't imagine, like with the force going forwards when you brake, like doing it all one-handed. Well, A, doing everything one-handed, and then B, yeah, how you do it. That's just incredible.
It seems to work, so I don't know.
Oh yeah. Let's not overthink it.
Yeah. I know as soon as I start doing that, it becomes wrong.
Yeah. That's incredible. So how long have you been like racing with one-armed?
7 years now.
Wow,
so I managed last year to break into the road racing world.
Did you?
Yeah, so I raced, I think I am actually the first disabled rider ever allowed to race at Aberdare Park. So the reason why I'm here is because I'm having a run out on my 600 as well as my Super Twin to go back to Aberdare Park next week.
Brilliant.
And like last weekend I was at Oliver's Mount and I was racing Scarborough.
Oh, that's
with
awesome.
The tight hairpins. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good fun.
Wow, you're brilliant.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Have you been to Aberdare before the race?
Yeah, so I went last year.
Yeah.
Scary as.
Yeah.
Everything's closed.
What, you rode there last year? You raced there last year?
No, I raced there last year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a very different style of riding.
Yeah.
And also with all the furniture around, it's very, very different.
It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
But that's what adds
It's
the
unique
thrill to
though.
it. Yeah.
I only rode there once. I had a CR500 super motorbike back in yesteryear.
Yeah.
And I just remember I broke down going back towards the pits and looked over to my right and there was a game of cricket going on. And then over to my left and there was like kids playing on a boating lake. This is weird. But it's an excellent place, isn't it?
Yeah. The thing is, it's such a pretty place. It's stunning.
Yeah.
And apart from last year, it was absolutely hounding it down.
Oh,
with
was
rain.
it? Yeah, not so fun then.
There was rivers going across the track, so it was kind of like just a fight of survival and see the checkered flags. But I've been there when it's been like a day like today.
Yeah.
And it's such a pretty place. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So it would be quite nice to see if this carries on till next week.
Oh, I hope so
just
for
to,
you, yeah.
Have a go.
That'd be lovely if it does.
Good morning everyone. Today is Saturday and things are definitely livening up at Castle Combe.
That's why the lead nobody wants to know you there, do they?
How are you today?
You come to sort me out?
You alright today?
Yeah, I'm getting better.
Good.
You okay?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
Thinking about the championship and people make mistakes, you know, Danny.
Yeah. This is my partner, Tony.
Hello.
Hi there, nice to meet
meet
you. Yeah, I still on the set you give me here in 2008.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, 2008.
That's
China again. By then the moment's gone. Yeah. So hopefully it'll run all right.
Oh, that's really nice actually. It's really salty. Good.
Lovely. Would you like another bite?
I didn't want one, but now I would.
I'll buy you one.
I'll have another bite when this is gone.
The black one over there is a Honda RC30 owned by Steve, who's got his hand on the throttle. And today it's going to be ridden by Barry, who Rode it historically. I think he was saying earlier, he crashed it at like 150 miles an hour somewhere like Spa, I think. So Barry had some big offs in his time and was an incredibly good rider. And that's my stance. I'm still eating bacon.
Have a chat with them. They would love to regale some stories for you. I've been having a chat with one or two as the number one thing.
We met some lovely people yesterday when wandering about. There's a race team here, or a group of racers that get together to try and raise money for cancer awareness. and currently they're holding a some sort of like weird buggy race right in front of us on pit lane, to raise money, and they've raised quite a lot of money through being inspired by personal tragedy of their families and friends, as we all have. And so if you see this little logo when you're out and about, just stop and buy a hat or a badge or something just to support them, and I'm sure it'll be very appreciated.
Good morning everyone. It's Sunday morning, a lovely sunny Sunday morning, and they've already started out there on the track, so this is what we're waking up to today. Just walking down to see Gary and Terry and Donna and Nicole.
Gary's already been out for the first warm-up. There's a very short warm-up and then they get ready for the race. And Gary's in the first race, I think.
Nice early one. Is it just one today?
What, one race?
Yeah.
No, he'll have 4 races today.
He's got 4?
Yeah, he'll
Does
have
he?
2 in the morning, one power bike, and then the King of Combe, and then a power bike and King of Combe this afternoon. So a repeat of yesterday without the practice, the qualifying. So it's just a quick warm-up and then straight into the racing.
Okay, perfect weather for it.
Yesterday he came away with a 5th in the power bike and a 10th or 11th in the King of Combe, which is good, just outside of the prize money. So yeah.
Good luck for today then.
Thank you.
Good bacon sandwich for breakfast?
Yeah, they're lovely here. Yeah, really nice. And she crisped it up for us.
Crispy bacon, that's what you want. And these people do that for you. So today we're just going to have our breakfast rolls and then we're heading off across the bridge.
Yeah, to get a few photos of Gary's first race. Yesterday we were helping Gary with his races because his mum and dad, his dad is normally his mechanic, they were at a wedding, so we're off duty now, so we're off eating bacon rolls, taking photos and wandering about.
Yeah.
So good day hopefully, and
Yeah,
good day for Gary.
We'll show you around a bit more.
We're waiting for the Past Masters Parade riders to come in. Because there's some really good riders out there on some really interesting bikes. But if we try and film that from the trackside, you'll just see little jittery little blurred images. Whereas if we stand here in a minute, you'll see some lovely bikes. Maybe, and that's if that interests you at all. But yeah, some nice stuff out there. Most of it's owned, or not most, but an awful lot of them seem to be owned by a really good friend of mine from when I was a teenager, and then he sponsored me for a couple of years when I was racing, and my old race bike's out there actually, but being ridden by a much better rider than I ever was. But they were owned by a chap from Froome who deserves an MBE, and his name is Steve Caffin. Good chap. And Chris and Steve Caffin, CSC Racing. Just Google them, and before that they were part of Chrysalis Racing, and they achieved great things over the years and helped many riders. Sorry, I'm going to go on because I'm a bit passionate about them, so yeah.
Aww.
9 leaders then should be on their way back to you.
Yeah, arriving in the fast rate and obviously the gap in between them is he's on the hunt for trying to get down into the sixes and lower that down a bit now. Restless BMW over the line and around almost every part of the circuit. Nice little group of riders.
Right, my next bike, Willie. I like that with the nose cone. No, I like that.
Yeah, I love that.
That's got a nice headlight and nose cone in it.
Yes, it's like got real retro styling, isn't
Yeah.
it? I like this as well. This is one I always look at in Total Triumph.
Didn't notice that. Still the one for you?
It is, yeah, I love that. Yeah, I'll have a little sit later. We're on our way to the quarry now because the King of Combe, which is the first big race of the day, is about to start. So they've just called them to holding
Is that your way
there.
of
That's my way of
telling
saying,
me
come
to
on.
hurry up? Okay, we'll have a look at the bikes on the way back. Still like the Z9.
Which one?
Z9.
Yeah, I know, it's good. They got that styling right, haven't they?
But in the green.
Walk and talk, walk and talk, walk and talk, walk and talk. I was just saying that maybe we always, now that we're campervanner people, we always think about electric bikes, don't we?
Yeah.
I don't know why though. I think we should stop thinking like that and think about getting just a bike. And
A push bike and only cycle where it's really flat.
yeah, why not? Start with for sure. So going into Bath the other day would have been fine. And here would be really handy.
Yeah.
And it would be what you wouldn't pay on the electric part of an electric bike, you would get an all the better. Yeah. That's why fucking
Really?
electric
Did not
cars
hear
don't
that
work.
coming.
They are a menace, electric cars, aren't they? That's Steve Bostock. He is the secretary of the motorcycle of the North Gloucester Club.
Oh, is he?
When I was a kid, when I was racing, Steve was the person that waved me onto the track and was trying to warn me that I had a leak, I think, from my radiator on my CR500 supermoto bike. But I was too fired up and went out, and Steve was sort of like pointing at my bike, like pointing quite pointedly
Yeah.
to try and, I think, say whoa, 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 whoa. But I just sort of went and went off out onto the track. 3 laps later, crashed, broke my ankle. 20 years later, had my leg amputated. So always listen to Steve Bostock, people.
If you can hear him coming.
If you can hear him coming, now he drives an electric car, so you can't hear him coming.
Yeah,
This is the last day at Castle Combe, and that's half of our Sunday. My nephew's just done his second race in the King of Combe, of which there's one more. I imagine we're going back to the pits now to find out. So thanks for joining us at Castle Combe. It's been a great few days. Highly recommend it. You can just turn up here on the day and get the tickets, or you can pre-book for next year. There's normally one big motorcycle race event a year and several cars. So just check it. I think it's castlecomberacecircuit.com, but if you Google it, you'll find it. Yes, great stuff here. So thanks ever so much for joining us. We're not sure where we are next. We're definitely at Melbourne show in 3 weeks now. We weren't sure if we were going, but we are now.
But if anything else happens in the meantime that's worth filming, we will.
And we'll see you there.
We'll see you there.
Cheers.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
watching.
Bye.
And another thing, please remember, if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like and subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll be notified when we put a new video out, just if you're interested.
And even more so, if you hit the notifications, you'll get a notification that we put a new video out.
Yes, that's...
And please remember to do those things, because we always forget to say it, which is why we're doing this as an afterthought. So be better than us and hit those buttons.
Be better. Wouldn't take a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Cheers, thank you.